Today, we're going to tackle the #1 reason so many new businesses fail: pure guesswork. We're going to walk through a complete AI-powered system that can take your idea from just a hunch to a real data-driven strategy. And this quote from Yash Jain just absolutely hits the nail on the head. I mean, think about it. How many great ideas have you seen just fizzle out? It's usually not because the idea itself was terrible, but because it was a solution looking for a problem that didn't really exist. And that, right there, is the real villain in this whole story: guesswork. When you assume you know what people want, when you guess what they're willing to pay, you're basically building a house of cards. And you know what happens to a house of cards when the first gust of wind comes along? So, that's the big question, right? How do we stop hoping we're right and start knowing we're on the right track? Well, the answer isn't magic, it's a system. And that's exactly what we're going to build step by step right now. All right, let's get into it. Every solid business is built on a solid foundation. And for us, that foundation is research. In this first part, we're covering the first 2 steps. And honestly, they're the ones that set the stage for everything else. First things first, you need to know what you're looking for. You have to start with crystal clarity. Before you even think about gathering data, you need a destination. It's like, are you trying to find out if people want luxury dog sweaters? Or are you trying to figure out why the ones on the market aren't selling? Those are 2 totally different journeys. And this is where the AI comes in. Look at how this prompt is framed. It's brilliant. You're not just asking a question. You're giving the AI a role. By telling it to act as a market research analyst, you're putting it in the right mindset. And look at the specifics. Find the struggles. Find what people are already doing and find the competition. This is your roadmap. And seriously, do not sleep on this first step. Getting this right gives you the exact coordinates for your entire mission. Every single piece of data you get from this point on is all about answering the core questions you laid out right here. So once your objective is locked in, it's time to start gathering your intel. This is where you can unleash tools like Perplexity AI or Gemini. Think of it like this. You're sending your personal AI analyst into the world's biggest library, the internet, to bring you back not just random facts, but real trends and insights. And notice how specific this next prompt is. It's asking for hard numbers, like market size, but also for the softer stuff, like what parents are actually hoping for. This is so you get the full picture, right? Not just a spreadsheet of facts. See, raw data is just noise, but when it's organized like this, that's where the insights are hiding. Okay, so you've got this pile of data. Now what do you do with it? Well, you turn that mountain of information into a map of the entire playing field so you can see exactly where you are, who's around you, and where you need to go. I mean, you can't win a game if you don't even know who else is playing, right? You gotta know their strengths, their weaknesses, their whole strategy. This step is all about drawing that map of your market so you can make smart moves. This prompt is just a masterclass in efficiency. You're not just asking for a list of names. You're asking for their entire playbook on a silver platter. What do they sell? Who do they sell it to? How much do they charge? And, this is the big one, what's their unique selling proposition, or USP? That's basically their secret sauce, the reason people choose them. And voila! This is the kind of gold you get in return. A simple table like this is like an X-ray of your market. You can immediately see the patterns. Competitor A is chasing the high-end clients, while B is focused on being more affordable. This isn't just data anymore. This is a strategic treasure map. And looking at a map like this is how you find what experts call a blue ocean. You know, that beautiful, untapped spot in the market where there are customers who need something, but almost no one is serving them? Your research isn't just about seeing who's crowding the space, it's about finding where they aren't. So, we've mapped the businesses. Now it's time to map the actual buyers. Because a market isn't just a bunch of logos and price points. It's made of people. And to really connect with them, we have to understand them on a human level. This prompt is just fantastic. See how it shifts the AI's role again? Now it's a parent psychology expert. We're going way past simple demographics here. We're digging into the stuff that actually drives people to make a choice, their deepest pain points, their emotional triggers. When you get this, you can finally speak their language. Okay, we've got the data. We know the competitors, and we understand the customers. So in this next section, we're going to put it all together to figure out where your business fits and, more importantly, how you can stand out. This is the moment where it all clicks. You take your competitor map, You lay your customer profiles right next to it, and you ask the million-dollar question. Where is the gap? What is that one nagging need that everyone else seems to be missing? And the answer to that question? Well, that becomes your unique value proposition, your UVP. And this is so, so important. A great UVP isn't something you dream up in a meeting. It's something you discover in the data. It's the perfect solution for a real problem that a specific group of people has. So once you know your unique value, you have to put a price on it. And again, no guesswork allowed. This is about strategy. You have to look at what the market already expects and figure out where your offer fits into that landscape. Looking at your competitors shows you the existing models. Are you going to be a super personalized, premium, one-on-one service, or a more affordable, scalable group program? The key thing to remember here is that for a lot of problems, people aren't looking for the cheapest option. They're looking for the best solution they can trust. All right, the research is done, the strategy is on paper, and it's looking pretty good. But, a plan is just a theory until it actually meets the real world. This last section is all about turning your research into something you can actually test. Before you spend a ton of time and money building the entire rocket ship, you build a little paper airplane first, just to see if it flies. That's what validation is. It's a small, low-risk way to check if your big idea actually works. And of course, AI can help with this too. A prompt like this helps you build a survey that gets right to the heart of what matters. Is this a real problem? Is it a problem people will actually pay to fix? And are they open to your way of fixing it? And you have to adopt this mindset. It's everything. The feedback you get, it isn't a judgment. It's not a grade. It's a compass. It is a gift that is pointing you exactly where you need to go. If you listen to it, you'll find your way. If you ignore it, you're just flying blind. So let's just quickly run through the whole system one more time. It's a super clear path. Define your goal, get the data, study the competition, and really know your audience. That lets you find the gaps, set your price with confidence, and then test your idea before you go all in. It's a repeatable recipe for success. And hey, this isn't just some theory from a textbook. This is the exact playbook that was used to build a real business, TATV Academy, that's making a real difference for kids and their parents. It is absolute proof that when you swap guesswork for a system, you can build something that really matters. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Your next great business idea might be hiding right in front of you, just waiting for you to ask the right questions. With a system like this, you're not just hoping to find a good idea, you are engineering its discovery. So what market are you going to unlock?